wholeness, and balanced vibrations to everyone. My name is Keyshawn, and we're going to bring in this two 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 2022 day together. A very galactic day today. And so I'll go ahead and unmute you there. And so I wanted to take some time and put some energy into the space with a couple of things that I wanted to share. And I'm here in California still, but I am working between Arizona and Central Valley, California, making sure that I'm spreading my vibe and frequency around for individuals to power up their centers and then recognize that the time has come for me as well as for you to own your greatness. You know, we've all had some downtime, if you will. I can speak for myself. I've had some downtime that I did not expect for it to go for 4 years, though it seems as if that amount of time was crunched into a door. And then it actually pulled me out from the portal right here, right now. And so what I wanted to do, I'll give this one diagram and then we'll go on to secret energy. I'll show you around and get you refreshed, and then I'll show you where you would sign up and enroll in the Sovereignty Mentorship Program. And so this term, I'm putting it out there, I have become a James Beaumarian. And I hear him in everything that I say. And this was even before I even was introduced to the very first platform in 2010. The things that we talk about, you can click on a video and before you know it, Sevan is repeating exactly the words that you spoke to someone else about enlightenment and higher consciousness and matters of, you know, the gods, if you will, to this. And for the individuals, because there is a remnant, I'm learning there is a remnant of us who are willing, able, and at a place in our lives where we can simply explain techniques and methods on how to accomplish activating the body or opening a particular center, you know, how to do things properly instead of you know, just tampering here and there with things like I did. Sometimes that's necessary, I recognize, to experiment with thyself. And then, you know, whatever alchemical formula you can come up with to fit your regimen. And then actually, like you were saying, like change your diet completely. And then, you know, go in a direction that's more wholesome than before. And this is mind, body, soul, you know, mind, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. And, you know, that's what I had written down as one of my notes I wanted to cover was, you know, how to give terminology to what's going on all those levels, you know, like if I'm dealing in the physical realm, then everything that I've learned on the spiritual path should be applicable to my day-to-day interactions with people. And I recognize that, you know, people coming from all walks of life, I never know what center they're going to come from. So I won't know what tool to use until they actually are in front of me and having a conversation and then sharing. And you're welcome. I'm learning and I'm remembering that I am a part of this. I'm connected to this. You know, we all have a date with ascension. I'm not the creator of this. I am also being guided through this. And so when we come together like this on days like this, when things are lined up and, you know, the numbers, the signals, the frequency, the planets, then for those who are on the path and they do have that intention and that motivation to transform things physically, you know, like I could work all day in the spiritual realms, but things are already built there, you know, like there's things that's been built there that the person may have transitioned out of the physical, and they couldn't even bring the spiritual aspect of what they put forth into this reality. And so I'm working to be the cheerleader for humanity in a way to say, hey, you can keep going, keep doing it, don't give up, you know, magnify in your own way, you know, meaning like if I tried to be Savon, then I would be trying to magnify in the way that he does, just using him as one individual. Though when I observed long enough to see the light, like how I can harness that, put it in me, and then now express from my point of view, then it sounded as if he and I were kind of rhythmically explaining some of the same things, what we're all doing, what we all get a chance to do is utilize what we know, what we learned up to now, and then find a way to spin it in your own way. That way someone hears how to awaken in a variety of ways because they've heard it from a variety of individuals. Right. And it's different for each of us. And so even if I had to pick and choose who I wanted to select, okay, I want that ability, let me take that off the shelf, you know, like how many coats can I wear? Okay. And so I just want to go through this diagram because I know you want to take off and get going. Okay. So this is going to be a visual that I can give. So this is kind of like metaphoric, spiritual in your mind eye, your mind's eye. Imagine a bullseye or a target. And now I can spin this two ways. I can spin this where I'm putting the target in the sky. Now, when I do that, I'm aiming a bow and arrow up into a limitless space. And so am I going to hit that if the bullseye is way up in the ethers? And so to bring it into the reality, like, okay, now the target and the bullseye is on the wall, okay? So we're literally seeing a bullseye on the wall, and in the center, there's a center point, which is the destination that we're all trying to get to, as if it was in the sky, like that's where we're all trying to go, to heaven or to paradise. Well, let's just imagine, which is a side note, let's imagine that that particular target is a portal as well. It's an opening to something. And so as a group or a community and a tribe, we can actually course ourselves to that direction. So before everyone gets in their own vehicle and stay in their own lane, we're navigating, we're putting in the destination that we all want to go into our navigator. And now we're setting out in our own individual vessels to accomplish getting to the destination. So that destination can be your purpose, that can be your gift, your skills, your ability. Like there's different ways, like skills is something that you learn. Your abilities are skills being used. Is someone can clarify that too, but let's just say your gift is something you come in here with.
Right.
And then, so let's say all of us have that going, but there's only one destination, and it's in the middle of that target. So we all jump in our cars. So we're trying to all get there. So we aren't trying to collide with one another and, turn and weave and bob into other people's lanes, right? We're on the CB like, hey, Shelby, I'm about 3 miles ahead of you. There's a storm coming. So instead of turning left, you should turn right. We're going to take a detour. And so I'm not giving you false information like, hey, the storm is on the right. You want to turn left. Like I'm not guiding you into the storm. We're helping each other get to the destination, remember? And so what I was downloaded with is that circle that is the center. And we all know that a circle is a soul, correct? And then in that point in time, imagine what's in your space, what's in your air, because that is what you're going to inhale. Listen to that word. But let me back up. So in the now, the point is 0, 2 to 3 to 5 seconds. That's how we're creating our futures and our past at the same time. That's in the audio that you listen to. And so every point is now. So every point in every now, I'm still reaching and trying and striving and thriving, going in the destination, going in the direction of the destination. Does that all make sense? Am I getting
it does. It reminds me of the convergence of like the black hole, white hole theory, like the black hole pinpoint is the exit point for the white hole. And that's really where the infinity lies, where, it's in and out, and yin through yang. And so I was working on my third eye about that, where, one of the practices is to concentrate on a single point of, concentrate on a single point of like light or place, whatever it is, single point of something for an extended period of time. One of the more difficult things I'm working on is to do this, daily. And in that consciousness, you dissolve everything into an infinite location.
Mm-hmm.
And then you delete like let's say the past in order to fill up the future. And that's kind of how I see or what I'm gathering about that. So I'm definitely in tune to that need and that technique. So I'm just really hoping that I'll actually become more of a worker bee, because I've been very adept at having the vision, even projecting through, but in terms of bringing someone around where I can practice, I haven't had the partnership of practice, when in reality it's something this understanding for me. But, what I've learned is through sound and voice, around other energies. I'm actually more amplified, like if that makes sense. As a quantum human design, I'm a reflector, which is only 1% of them. Literally per planet, like 1 out of 99 is a reflector. And I realized that that's part of why I've been so into, reflecting in terms of what's going on. It's just, I can't even stop it. It's literally what my frequency is. So, very interesting. Yeah, I'm into it. I want to see the diagram and, hopefully I get practice, but I don't want you to get short. So let me shut up so that I can see.
No, I appreciate your feedback. This is kind of like practice. Even though I'm recording, I'm still building and get up to where I can actually get it fluid in a way that everyone can understand, because it goes into what we are inhaling and inhale versus the breath.
Gotcha.
To me, when I hear breath, I hear like there's this big entity, it's like air, and the breath is the air, but the air is in the open space. And so to take it one step at a time, I could just narrow it down to just one inhale. Like I haven't even exhaled yet. I just did the one step, which is inhale. So the word is spelled INHALE. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so the IN, the way it was broken down to me is that breath is air, which is space. And then what is in the space like what is in our space, and then what's in the air. You know, is there chemtrails falling down? And we're just like, it's in our space, because eventually we're going to have to take that in. And so when you say in, and it is the taking in of something, to inhale is just that, taking in the essence of what is right in front of you. Now, but listen to the word, is hail. You know, you have the HALE, which is the inhale. Then you have the other hail, which is the, you know, raindrop solidified coming out of the sky. And then you have the HELL. And so if we are inhaling, it sounds like an action word. That means everything that I'm taking in that's in my open space is going to create the hell or the paradise. And so everything, every fiber, every element, everything, all the signals that's within the immediate space is what's going inside of us. And so we want to definitely make sure we're careful in what that is. So that's the short end of this particular teaching. Simple: space, air, breath, inhaling. What is that doing? How are we engaging with those things that are right in front of us? Like, what are we putting in our space so that when we do inhale, it powers us up. It doesn't bring us down. We're not, who wants to be down anymore these days? So I'm going to show my screen again real quick. This should only take about a minute. Okay, so when you go on to secretenergy.com, you want to go into this area right here where the menus are.
Yep, it's coming up. I see.
All right. So just remember, once you logged on and you have your profile here, you can get to the store by clicking here. But when you click there on those 3 lines, it's going to drop down. It looks like it's in the...
It collapsed the menu, right?
Okay, so these are all the groups. So if you click on any one of these, there'll be groups where you can join. But I'm showing you where you can actually go into the university tab right here.
Yeah.
And then just scroll to the bottom and click enroll. And then that'll pull up the Sovereignty Mentorship Program. You sign up, you pay the monthly fee, and then it's gonna auto every month, of course. But then, you'll start getting the emails showing where to log in, what apps to download, how to get into some of the groups and stuff like that. And so in the Geneva app, they have the water tribe, the heart tribe, the fire tribe. They have all the elements, and they built them, Savon built them in tribes. So you can connect based on your galactic signature. So
cool. So when I do it, it'll tell me I'm water or air, because I'm Scorpio, so I'm water as far as I know. But I'm just curious if it'll map. Like, I'm sure I'm not fire, but I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna do that today. When I get back, I'm gonna sign up, and then I'll chat you within the app so you can know I'm logged in there or whatever. I just want to let you know I did that because I've been wanting to actually go ahead and reinitialize this. So I'm gonna take care of that when I return tonight. I'm not into and then I've been on there. I was actually going to sell some of those things back 4 or 5 years ago. So I was going to be I think it was, what was the title? You know, the Secret Energy. You remember, like when it first kicked off, I was
the ambassador training.
The ambassador training, right? So I went through that at university. So I will definitely get myself recycled. I've got a lot of feedback and some interesting stuff I want to talk to you about what you showed me today, as well as how we can really branch this off, because I think that there is the need, but when you're doing service work, it's just a blessing. So, you know, I'm really happy to see that what I knew about you still have it. So I could see where, you know, the eagle vision and the magnetic night of dreaming, intuition, and abundance could produce incredible fruit. So when you put a blue eagle with a blue night, things can happen. So I hope you see the power of what that is in terms of being able to manifest, what is going on to the point where there's abundance for everyone. So I'm gonna put that seed back in your hair, and hopefully it's well received, and hopefully you are in a position now to move forward with it. I know we went through things, but like I said, what didn't kill us made us stronger, and we're still here today. And so, yesterday's already over. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. working about it now. I'm a now guy. So we do a lot of great nows. We have blessings ahead of us. So hopefully the impressions are going two ways now, and we'll figure some stuff out.
Absolutely. Like that was the discussion today about the point in time. We're in the now. So all I know is right now. And so when you go on Secret Energy, what I want you to look into is this Hydrolux machine. And it's kind of like an individual hydro water machine that you can make your own water and have some hydrogen in your system.
Okay.
Wholeness, brother, I won't keep you much longer. I have you on my cell phone, so I'll do my best to keep in touch. We'll get more people involved. Once you get in on Geneva on Secret Energy on the Sovereignty app or whatever, then we can share and market and stuff. There's a marketplace there too. So if you know someone who, or if you're selling anything in particular, you can post it in the market, in the marketplace, and then people find it and purchase it.
Roger that. Well, love you, blessings, my dear. I'm very much honored to reconnect and do some things. So I will table it. If you want to take us out, I can. If not, I'll just do the prayer of the 7 galactic directions for the day, which is second day of the week north. So if you want, I'll close with that.
Yeah.
Or,
Go ahead.
Okay, so today being day 2, energy is that from the north, house of night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may know all from within. And my mother is intrinsic awareness. I feel the light, and that is what we're working on today. And it makes everything right. So just wanted to bring the blessing home in the end, and let the divine energy circulate around our solar plexus so that we can produce fruit and connect with the center of the galaxy. So thank you, my dear. I will be in touch. I have my phone open. You can ping me anytime. You can email me anytime. You have 2 email addresses and a cell phone. So, I respect it. You can reach me anytime.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. Namaste.
Brother.
Love.
Take care. Well, that was just one out of many of the friends that I met off of Secret Energy, Resistance 2010, that's just been sitting there, with these massive abilities, doing things. And then so my passion is to connect individuals with each other. And what better place and time than to connect them to Resistance 2010, Realm Dynamics, Secret Energy, Spirit Tech Specialists, Ambassadors, the tribe. And I'm here, you're here, we're all here together. And so I'll close this session out with my favorite song, and hope you guys enjoy yourself. Wholeness and balance vibrations to everyone. Let's go higher. You need to just kind of warm up. Actually, this would be a warm up. It's now a cool down. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. Time's come for me to change the way I think, change the way I feel. For me to go beyond what everybody thinks. Everybody says it's real. Today I take a step into a time and say, possibility. Here I'm gonna stay until I find my way. My true divinity.
A thousand miles begins with just one step and one do. And now, all reality. You can go if you want to. Let's go higher. Oh, yeah. You can touch the world. Let's go, let's go, let's go higher and higher.